3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome to the Spoony Futon. I'm the Spoonylionheart. And tonight will be the beginning of a very long journey of doing a 100% playthrough of all the Metroid Prime games. We'll be playing specifically on the Wii versions. We're playing on normal difficulty, and 100% for me requires reading out loud all the logbook entries of the monsters and the lore, as well as acquiring all the upgrades and the weapon and energy expansions. We'll watch all the cutscenes, and Blazer Snarf. Okay. Unless it's really interesting, I won't be reading all the casual scans. We'd be here forever if we did. I've had a little bit to drink. But that's okay, because this is a game I really, really love. And I'm very used to, and there's nothing difficult about it. I'll give unnecessary tutorials whenever I feel like it, because fuck you. And, yeah, welcome to Metroid Prime. What I love about this game, I'll say this, is that the 2016 Doom game, the reimagining, is the greatest Metroid Prime sequel ever made. Because it really went above and beyond the Call of Duty of having full 360, full 3D, high-octane, immersive, close combat with tricky-dicky weaponry where you have to swap every 5 seconds. And you have exploration in order to get better upgrades and stuff and find secrets. Doom 2016 borrowed only from the best first-person shooters. It took the multiple weapon mods from Perfect Dark, the weapon swapping and melee combat from Halo, the frenetic infinite odds from Doom, and of course, the exploration and the double jump from Metroid Prime and the arena combat of Quake. But if anyone has been missing a Metroid Prime game, a fourth in the series, and they haven't played Doom and Doom Eternal, play Doom and Doom Eternal. And that is all I have to say about that. Map Station. Walk into the Map Station hologram to download a map of the area you're in. Slywitch, how was your day? If you don't mind my asking. A new creature. Auto defense turret. Use missiles to break the outer casing. I'm doing my best to do 100%, but please forgive me if I don't get all the scans. Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 99... Zebes has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead, either killed by the hunter clad in metal or in the subsequent destruction of the underground facilities. Our research frigates, Orpheon, Sarabashnaba, and Valparagam were all in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat. Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have a 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthily on restricted feeding schedule due to uncertain supply statuses. We are ready to begin research on the Metroids and other promising life forms. Security status remains at Code Blue. No signs of pursuit from the hunter. I forget if there's only one permanently missable file on the frigate. I really hope it's just one. I'm usually fairly consistent about doing a hundo of the Metroid Prime 1 scans, but it was alright. Went for a run. Hey, a hawk feather! You'll have to show me later. Hot damn, Slywitch. Likes, comment, subscribe for Slywitch's hawk feather. For those of you watching on YouTube, I apologize that I haven't posted in a while. And my reasons is I talk too fucking much, and there are no excuses. How's your stamina doing? Improving?
Recording to logbook.
10 energy. Also, I haven't done this in a while. Please let me know if my levels are correct. All criticism is appreciated.
Recording to logbook.
Save station. Step into the, you know the drill. I love you, Slywitch. You're a frickin' amazing friend. Thank you so much for keeping the stream healthy. Okay, so we're coming up on a really cool trick. This is unique to Metroid Prime 1. It can't be done in any of the other games. And it's called missile canceling. It only works with the power beam, but if you alternate between firing a missile and reverting to your power beam function, then you can rapid fire missiles and become Death Destroyer worlds like Oppenheimer. I'm about to show you why. A new creatures entry has been downloaded into your logbook. Morphology, parasitic queen. The parasite female, genetically enhanced by unknown means, Phazon. A weak spot has been detected by this creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. Scans indicate the presence of a potent mutagen, origins unknown. Creatures exhibits the ability to fire weapon-grade blasts of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard parasitic genome. It appears the pirates have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results. And I fucked up because of the shield. That's okay. It's a quick fight. Moist Chaos, welcome back. I'm gonna get a beer just for you. I didn't even ask you to join the stream. Thank you so much.
Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately.
Oh no, evacuate immediately. Oh wait, I need to open the beer. What'd you drink, dude? Craft beer? Boom! Oh, I'm out of missiles. How about that? That's a thing. Parasite. Interstellar vermin. Travel in swarms. Indigenous to Talon 4, a single parasite is harmless to larger life forms. However, they tend to travel in large groups, swarming over potential prey. Such swarms can be dangerous. OFC. What the hell is OFC? Oh, yeah. I find craft beer gives much, like, you're much more likely to get a hangover. Especially if it's not local beer. Because it's not super fresh. Hell fucking yes, I would. Myself as well. Like, even when I drink too much, I hydrate all the time. Which, by logical deduction, can only conclude that moist chaos is inferior to every other organism of the universe. He fails to hydrate. Man who... Hold on, let me complete this. Man who keeps feet firmly on ground have trouble putting on pants. That's true. I'm so happy you're here with me for this episode. My first attempt at this turned out extremely well. I just lost the footage. Tangleweed, plant life with basic sentience, retracts into ground if threatened. Tangleweed are only dangerous to small organisms. They are covered in tiny barbs designed to trap potential meals. Tangleweeds lack the strength to do anything more than hinder large life forms. Beetle. Burrowing insect with a resilient carapace, extremely aggressive. Insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through solid rock at high speeds above ground. Beetles can cover short distances rapidly. They attack anything that moves near their lair. It only goes uphill from here. Prime 2 and 3 are such excellent games. Blast Cap. Volatile chemicals within this weed's toxic fungal cap may explode if agitated. The poisonous flesh of the blast cap help keep it from being eaten. It also detonates its fungal cap when it senses even slight contact. Tangleweed, the stubborn Cousin. But yes, you are correct. Sorry, I want you to be the best that you can be. I'll correct you if I can. Not often. Zoomer anchors itself to walls and other surfaces, avoid contact with spikes. A basic nerve center located directly above the zoomer's mandibles detects the nutrients. Sharp spines protect it from casual predators, but the lack of a reinforced carapace make the zoomer vulnerable to any indirect Gemer, wall-crawling mollusk with retractable spikes. The Gemer is an evolutionary offshoot of the zoomer family. When threatened, it extends its lethal spikes and retracts its head deep into armored carapace. Tree is healthy. Sap sac. Chemical reaction within sac produces violent explosion when agitated because of its irresistible odor and sweet nectar. The sap sac was nearly eaten out of existence. The evolution of an explosive chemical sac saved it. Now only the brave and indigenous creatures dare to devour it. Tangela fits in nowhere because it's a shitty-ass fucking Pokemon. Let it be burnt into the ashes that fall in that one scene in the movie. Schindler's List. Tangela's fucking ass. Oh, I don't have missiles. The history of the Chozo stretches back to the ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however: the Chozo who colonized Talon 4 made a conscious choice to eschew a civilization of advanced technology. We Chozos choose to live in harmony with nature, guided by the provenance of the universe. We believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our worlds from time to time. Tangela fits in with the people that play Magic the Gathering and stream Metroid Prime. It can't own its own emotional insecurities and move on to become alpha, so it has to play video games to compensate. That's where Tangela fits in. Scarab, exploding parasites that can embed their bodies in solid rock. Scarabs think nothing of sacrificing themselves for the safety of their own swarm. When a hostile life form is sighted, they block its progress by embedding themselves in floors and walls. Embedded, the scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened. It also fits into a nice Salamence V-Create. Or a Victini V-Create. Ion, a mobile organisms entirely composed of ocular tissue, capable of launching sustained energy beams when active. The ion is sensitive to light and will close shut if a bright flash ignites nearby. Tangela eats so many Twinkies it can barely fit in its pants. Chozo scripture translated. Many long years ago have passed since we Chozo first took root in this land. The passage of time has always been a source of fascination to us. It is the belief of many Chozo sages that the truths of the universe hide within the tumbling currents of time's flow. Even as we search for answers there, however, we find illumination in other unexpected places. We know not how the ability has come to us, but recently many Chozo have begun to sense things. I sense Moogle Master has entered the chat, and we love him very much, and spam some Spoony Clench, and give him all the love you can with all the emotes and amazing, awesome love balloons and inflatables and strawberry milkshakes and mango pudding. Realm of ordinary perceptions, strange sights, and inexplicable sensations flood our minds, filling us with visions. We take this growing ability to be a sign of our burgeoning harmonization with the infinite. Perhaps, finally, the universe's secrets are becoming known to us. War Wasp, airborne insect equipped with venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. The war wasp rarely stays far from its hive unless it is pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival except dive bombing the enemy with a stinger. Extended, fast-working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate small organisms. War Wasp hive, primarily War Wasp dwelling, only vulnerable to heavy weaponry. War Wasps build their homes over existing crevices using whatever materials are close at hand. They carry the building fragments back to the construction site with their forelegs and glue them to the adhesive secreted from their abdomens. Plasmite, small insect capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. Plasmites are attracted to sources of heat, thriving on the energy present there. They limit their light when hunting and will expel small bursts of thermal energy when threatened. The number 20. It's a B. I like your answer, Cywitch. Tangela is walking vegan spaghetti. Ram War Wasp, airborne predator, circles its prey and then strikes. The War Wasp are the only species on Talon 4 to evolve a true hive mind, nesting in the damp, dark places. Ram War Wasps emerge in small groups when threatened and circle their enemy at high speeds, disorienting it. Striking from all sides at a single intelligence, they can fell huge organisms. What about you? Tell me about you. Hive Mecha, a security unit programmed to work within predatory hive dwellers. A designated flaw makes the shielding on the Hive Mecha weak around the access ports. These units are second-generation combat drones, able to interface with organic units at a higher level. They train, shelter, and work the hive-dwelling predators unarmed. They rely on their hive beasts and handle any other threats. Write that shit down. It's on the standardized test. For one of the greatest games ever made, the first boss in Metroid Prime, which is this boss, is not good. It's overwhelming and frustrating, and it throws too much at you, and it's too finicky, and it's just too monotonous. And I mean, technically the first boss is the Parasite Queen, but that's the intro stage. I guess it teaches you to read your HUD and your radar, but it goes on for far too long. I don't like this boss at all. But once you beat this boss, the rest of the game is an oyster. It is open for you to do whatever you want with it. I'm smart. That shit. The Bee was made by some jackbox. Well, shout outs to Dickles for the Bee. Dickle Bee. Cheers to Moogle Master. I'll take a short break. I'll be right back. Summon Jackbox. I shall summon thee, Jackbox.
Recorded to logbook.
A blast shield. Blocking access. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to beam weapons, explosive... Give me that. I want that. E-tank. No. Give me that. 100. Research. 5 missiles. Map station. Sure, why not? I've been so-so. I haven't been working out or exercising in a while, so that's a negative. Just feeling insecure. But I feel safe enough to stream tonight. Sidewitch was amazing to mod for me. But there's a lot of positive things that are things I can look forward to and just take ownership of and make other people's lives better, mainly, getting a new apartment with a couple of friends that need, assistance. Not assistance, but just they need independence. And as much as I like the autonomy of where I live now, it'll be better for me to have people around. It'll be better for them to get out of their parents' house. And so I'm just kind of doing my best to get my apartment in order, so that 2 of my closest friends can have independence. That I can move out and get a place with them and make everything happy. I'm not going to say everything's going to be happy. But whether it's happy or unhappy, it'll be a lot more proactive. A lot more work get done. So... I was at Megaplex, okay. How's Megaplex? What is Megaplex? Three missiles. Too long, didn't read. That's what's up. Any inflatables there? Any of the new IW stuff, like the tiger or the pink stuff? Plated beetle, well-armored burrowing insect, vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. Creature's thick cranial plating can repel frontal attacks. This gives it an advantage in combat, allowing it to make ramming attacks, only surfacing when it detects vibrations above. It then maneuvers itself as to always face its rival, keeping its exposed abdomen protected. A guy did a DJ set in the video and had a reindeer. Didn't know what the brand was. Okay. Probably Jets. Or was it the horseplay reindeer? Because that one I do have. Brain Mac. Train Mac reminds me of when we took an Amtrak when I lived in Arizona with my parents. I was like 7, 8 years old. And when we went to the mess hall in the Amtrak train, I got macaroni and cheese and a meal I always ordered called the Choo Choo Chewies. God damn, I love my dad. His, like, memory's going a little, and...
Recording to logbook.
But he genuinely loves his family, and it just... Right now is one of those moments where it just kind of really hits me in the head. Despite how obtuse a lot of shit is, he really genuinely cares. Chozo script translated. The surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceeded our expectation. We Chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when a power to purify the poison appears. However, it is already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison, as it has already spread, seeping into the planet and hardening. Papa Spoonie is a genuinely good man. Thank you. He wrote an amazing song called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is the key to understanding all of Western literature. Alright, chat. Are we gonna get the charge beam or the bombs first? It's entirely up to you.
Recording to logbook.
Reaper Vine. Powerful rock-dwelling tentacle. A single eye upon the Reaper Vine keeps a constant vigil, but its vision is limited to 10 meters. A scythe-like appendage on its tip is honed to lethal sharpness. The Reaper Vine will swing this blade wildly at anything that enters its zone of perception. Bombs first? You got it. The only two good Metroid games where you have autonomy over what items you want to get and when are Super Metroid and Metroid Zero Mission. Because Metroid and Metroid 2, as influential as they are, they're not good games. Samus floats in the air like a beach ball full of helium whenever she jumps. Metroid 2 is better than Metroid 1, but both games are hot messes. And, And the reason I bring this up is because the choice between the bombs and power beams at this point in the game is one of the few moments in the Metroid Prime trilogy where you have a choice of what key item to get next, instead of constantly following a set path. Of course, if you use glitches on the 1.0 version of the game on GameCube, none of that applies.
Recording to logbook.
But it's not like you can get creative with bomb jumping, wall jumping, and shine sparks to get whatever you want whenever you want. Anyways, a new creature, Shriekbat, territorial ceiling dweller. Body temperature 121 centigrade. Shriekbats have a high internal temperature, making them easy to spot with thermal imaging. They roost on cave ceilings while hunting for small prey. Fiercely territorial, they dive bomb anything that wanders near. Moogle, are you getting any of the new IW stuff? Didn't she also have the Luigi wiggle jump effect? I don't know. Elaborate on that comment, please.
Recording to logbook.
Stone Toad preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. The Stone Toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself, inhaling them whole. Anything finds itself undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone Toads use their tusks as a last resort in combat. Luigi in Super Mario Bros. 2. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Exactly. No, I know what you're getting at now. Yes. That is exactly how Samus jumps in the first two Metroid games. Makes you completely vulnerable. Metroid 2 is a lot more manageable, though. Most normal people can beat Metroid 2. But Metroid 1 is hard for all the wrong reasons. Lock system engage, secure the lock, the area. So donate 10,000 bits and I'll beat Metroid 1 without cheats. I'm putting a $1,000 bounty on Metroid 1. New creature's entry has been downloaded. Barred Warwasp, airborne insect with the ability to launch its stinger at prey, a highly aggressive member of the Warwasp family. This insect can propel the tip of its stinger 20 meters. The stinger tips regrow seconds after launch and contain an acidic compound designed to pre-digest prey. Incinerator drone, programmed for high-temperature waste disposal. Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged. Unit has a minimal combat programming, but can defend itself if necessary. This drone's intense heat blast compensate for its lack of battle prowess. Also, forgive my performance. I fucked up my thumb at work the other day. It's still healing. There's a lot of blood pressure built up. Had to be the... No, it's entirely my fault. And my mention of that will be the last I will complain about it. Just fucking own it and move on. I mean, this is the first time I played Metroid Prime. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, yeah. I need a 6-figure income to invest in Puppy Paws products. apparently the best inflatables money can buy, but that's why I gotta constantly remind myself that it's just stuff. There's always something better to be had. Gotta be okay to live without it. Be satisfied with my amazing friends Moogle Master and Psywitch and some fucking asshole named Moist Chaos, you know. He's under the preconceived schizophrenic delusion that Shedinja's a good Pokemon. But he's a follower and subscriber anyway, so I'll put up with his shit. Kandra, welcome back. It has been a while. No inflatables today, I'm sorry. Everyone give your love to Winter Kundra. The most excellent follower. Cuss word, where's my other... Not only give your love, but also give some lemonade and some sangria and some Halo Top cinnamon sugar flavored ice cream to this poor overheating soul who lives in the American Midwest that needs something cool to eat and drink. Truth be told, Moogle, me neither. How about it? Moist Chaos. Make the best sangria you can ever make. I dare you. Moist Chaos is one of my personal friends, and he is an exceptional chef. I cook because I have to and I want to make people smile. He cooks for therapy. He fucking loves it. And he's exceptionally good at it. I said make the best sangria you can. Sangria, sangria. I challenge you. Oh! Fucking hit me with a coconut! God damn, dude! Ugh! I can't pick and choose my friends on Twitch. I can't be super negative. I just gotta say that really fucking hurt. Don't do it again. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, did I get the missile in the, bomb room? I believe I did. Let me just double check. It's okay, dude. Just be a little more careful next time. It's just pain. So long as you weren't malicious in your intent, I can let it go. I'm strong enough to take it. It's fine. Charge beam time. Ow. Oh, sushi is so good, and it's so good for you. One of the greatest foods on Yahweh's green earth. Runic symbol has been activated. Sushi is the best slot food. What do you mean by that? That's a term I do not know.
Recording to logbook.
Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with its violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent. The fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land. A strange energy that clawed at natural life with a ferocity. That strange negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in a night as a spider weaves its web. Like when you get a really good piece of gear. Check. Oh, I thought that was Kundra that sent that message. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Totally. Like, by the end of this week, when I get the plasma beam, that's sushi. Slywitch knows what's up. Well, my brother, Sea Monkey, is visiting from out of town soon. He should be here tomorrow night, so I don't know how often I can create videos. But hot damn, all of you have been amazing tonight. Like, I'm not done by a long shot. Once I beat Flagra, I'm gonna just move to the next episode. But, I haven't streamed in 3 weeks, and I'm really happy to have a chat right now. It's fucking miserable when no one's there. You're really helping out my confidence. Thank you so much. I love you all. I don't want to be Carcinogen. I don't want to be PewDiePie, Markiplier, or any of those fuckers. But when I have 3 to 5 people talking at the same time, then I'm doing the best job that I possibly can on a Twitch channel. That is it. More the merrier. But I can't ask for more right now. Ah! Wait a minute, why am I up here? That's not where the objective is. Honestly, if I had the chat of someone like Critical or Caleb Heart 42 or Cheese, the Super Mario 64 speedrunner, it would be a miserable nightmare trying to read what people have to say. It'd be great to have the sub money, but the interaction would be just chaos. 4 runic symbols, okay. I want to get the venom weed in my inventory. I'm just gonna name drop some more. Screen name, so something. Kirby Master, I guess. Oats and Goats and Ghosty. I only keep up with the speedrunning community because their content is actually really interesting on getting better at a video game. I don't do much with casual gamers who stream.
Recording to logbook.
Venom weed, poisonous plant that retracts into the ground if threatened. Venom weeds evolved to thrive in the habitat. Habitats of large organisms. They lure prey with brightly colored leaves. Then detain it with tiny barbs that deliver a powerful toxin. Venom weeds are rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their midst. Conjure, I'll get to your comment in a second. That's 3 so far. And here's number 4. Take care, Winter. And kudos on your driving. Get the fuck after it and win. And own it when you lose. I like Mal so much better than I like Steven. She is so reserved, and whenever she speaks, you mean it. It matters. Steven's got gaps. We got gaps, you know? Steven got gaps and Mal got gaps. They fill each other's gaps, you know? Flagra. This mutant plant is the source of toxic water in the ruins. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated, and as a result, it requires a near-constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable. However, exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. It's a tentacle. Too long, didn't read. Again with the missile canceling. One of my favorite moments in game developer history is in F-Zero X. There's a specific level called White Land 2 where the stage is a half-pipe. And if you move the joystick in the opposite direction of which you are doing a side attack on the half pipe, when your yaw is close to a 45 degree to a 90 degree angle, then you get a ludicrous amount of speed. A trick commonly known as double tap dodging if you manage to achieve it in midair. And the developers of F-Zero X knew that this was a flaw in the game. And they decided to leave it in because it looked badass. And I wish they kept that same concept in for the missile canceling rapid fire in Metroid Prime 1. They go to Yes. Missile counseling. You're a dud. You need therapy. Also, I have 3 rules about video games. If you want to get better at video games, here are the 3 rules. Play Doom Eternal. Play Doom Eternal, and then play Doom Eternal on Ultra Nightmare and beat Doom Eternal. Once you've done 30 playthroughs of Doom Eternal, most every other first-person shooter and platformer will give you less anxiety, and you'll be able to detach from a situation and focus on one enemy at a time and beat the game. And ride the glass elevator to inherit Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. The theory behind that game is the essence of hardcore gaming. It may not make you better at certain games, but it'll make your mind better at approaching them. Play Doom Eternal.
Recording to logbook.